Be one with Doomy.
Hello everyone, my name is Hecthor Doomhammer, I'm your evil overlord and welcome back to Prison Architect Escape Mode. I've taken a massive break in between Alpha 35, at least the build, and the very next prison, and this was the first prison that I did for YouTube only, and I dubbed it Female Frenzy. Sometime, I believe it was update 2 that they made, they added the female prisoners, and in update 1 or even the first release of version 1 they added different wardens, and I chose to take Safara Agnova because you earn a little bit more money that way. Female Frenzy deserves its name. Don't ask me why I have that much money. Oh, I probably cheated it in for the double layered perimeter wall. It deserved its name because from the very first moment that I brought in inmates, and I started out with just having the maximum security inmates, they started to kill each other. I remember that in episode 6, I recorded that episode maybe 5 or 6 times before I decided to just go with it. Because I didn't want them to kill each other, but I couldn't stop them. So ever since episode 6, this just became a hellhole, and the inmates just couldn't keep each other alive. Now, I wanted to do a female prison because of these rooms, the family cells and the nurseries. They require, since on occasion you'll receive mothers with children, such as this person over there. Or is... no, you're just cleaning. Can we find one? By any chance? Yeah. Here. Oh, right over there. As you can see, mothers with children will come in. They're starving, they're injured, they're in pain. Yeah. Maybe I ought to send my doctors over to here. And we have... this became pretty standard. I started out without gangs, I started out without events, because I wanted to have a bit of a stable start. And at some points I just added the gangs, I added the events. And shit just got real. Also, temperature became a very important issue. As you can see, just the center cells here are a little cold. I don't care. Water boilers became a thing, temperature became a thing, weather became a thing. This was done in update 6 that I started it out in. And it turned over into update 7. Which I believe was just a bug bash compared to update 6. But I still wanted to have everything in. So we had the nice big... security room with plenty of solitary, and it's still not enough. Nice big armory, nice big kennel, nice big execution and death row. We've had plenty of executions in this series, but in terms of reform, well, you can see one prisoner has passed the foundation education. Let's not even talk about general education. Nobody did carpentry apprenticeship yet. Well, we had a couple of women pass the workshop education. Nice big laundry. We've got a bit of a laundry here. Mayor Kelvin, shut up, I don't care. Laundry here, cleaning cupboard there, cleaning cupboard there. And the rest of the work areas are here. One big canteen, the common room, which is probably way too small. The infirmary, the morgue, 2 psychologists. We have 8 parole rooms. And the visitation is this time with the visitation booths, because at some point they added them. Still, with the weather now being a thing, it starts to rain, and thus you want to have your power supply and your water station inside. Otherwise, no bueno. So I made those rooms storages as well, just because. It's running on 4 power supplies, 4 water pump stations, and a whole bunch of boilers. And I had to come up with a solution because the water pipes only get carried a certain amount of, the hot water will only get carried a certain amount of distance. Further than the regular small pipes, but still not far enough. So I just made every cell block have its own water boiler, and these 2 cell blocks basically have 2 water boilers, also supplying heat to this area and that area. Gangs, well, the moment that gangs started to become a thing, I did cheat in, and with cheat I mean edit the save file, the gang leaders. We have the green gang for CCCP 21, I believe. Yeah. We have the red gang. If I can find her, here she is. Miss Thrax. And we had a blue gang leader who unfortunately died, but that was Luna. So yeah, it was pretty much a continuous war for the common room, continuous war for the yard. And I think that at the moment nobody controls anything. Nope. At some point in time I just gave up on letting these women keep themselves alive and keeping each other alive. And I started to think like, hey, the more they kill themselves, the more money I'm gonna get, because I'm gonna get more intake. Because sometime after Alpha 35 the developers optimized the intake, that you could say like, well, I want to have filter capacity of just maximum security prisoners and death row. And the family cells are not included. So pretty much that's what I did. Just have the intake set to the filter capacity, or just occasionally be just like, okay, well, only 20 today. I started out with only 20 because I still did all of the grants that I could, with the exception of the reform program and the carpentry apprenticeship. As you can see, still this one hidden. I still don't know what it is. While I have done, shut up Mayor Calvin, I did do the government bailout, which is right over here. I always do that because I know how it works and it's really easy to manipulate. I may have overdone it with the amount of family cells and nurseries. I think this would be more appropriate for a medium security or minimum security only prison. We have the dormitories here that were that became a thing all of a sudden. So you could have your bunk beds and having the cells shared by 2 or more people. With a 2x3 size, you can only have 2 people. And we have the individual 2x2 cells in this block, with the slightly more luxurious 2x3 cells, the 3x3 cells, and the 4x4 cells, which are 10, which are, let's see, the room quality. So we have 10 as the max, 7 and 4, and then 0 and 0. But these don't have any inmates in them, so they have basically 18 squares per prisoner. We have the, yeah, death row cells just with the shower, and 2x3 because why not? And I do believe I added windows on this side and on this side. They don't function, they don't have any particular function, except for the fact that in the lore, in the story, that these prisoners in here will have a chance to look at death row, look at the executions as they happen. I do want to show you the deaths in custody. Yeah, 203. Barely any health, not a lot of security, barely any reform, and barely any punishments. But that's no problem. The sniper towers were also added, so I decided to go with a 4 wide path around the perimeter on both the outside and the inside. having 2 squares of grass on the outside and the 2 squares of concrete tiles to make it a nice path, to make it look nicer. And every room obviously has its own custom flooring. Gee, we have a riot on the way. I also have showers in the yard and toilets, because why not? And I also decided to plant some trees, despite the fact that I have a small forestry. And I have about 18 or so sniper towers, probably more, maybe not. But this place is going to be interesting to escape from because, well, yeah, sniper towers. I didn't put any sniper towers on this side of the road because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sniper towers. Shut up, Mayor Calvin. 7 sniper towers on this side of the road, and they will be able to shoot you over the wall, so that's a good thing. I also showed in this playthrough a 3D mode, because they did add that. If you go to extras, and then there's a little pie symbol over here. If you click that, you'll go into 3D mode. Takes a little while to load up, especially such a large prison. Come on, here we go, 3D mode. And yeah, I just basically gave you a 3D tour. Maybe they've updated some of the objects, unfortunately they have not. Well, the developers did put it in. I've complained about it several times during the particular video, because it was a bonus video that I did. The developers put it in, but they didn't bother to 3D render everything. They said, like, community, you can do it, but we won't. And I'm very disappointed at that. Also, this was the very first time that I built on a large map, and I didn't feel the need to expand because I went for full capacity. As you can see, 526. Well, maybe there's a tunnel somewhere, so let me quickly do that. Nope. 526, so that means that the cell block F grant even got completed. Oh, cell block E, sorry. So yeah, I think it's time we escape from this place. Now I will leave a link in the movie description to the playlist on YouTube, since this was the very first time that I did something just for YouTube related to Prison Architect. And I'll also leave a link in the movie description to where you can download the prison on the Steam Workshop. So, escape mode, let's go to Female Frenzy. While I stir my coffee. We enter as Miss Venny. Maybe we even have a child. Who knows? I don't know if that's possible. Can you enter with a child? Yes, you can! Oh my god, I'm gonna have to escape with my baby. Well, how about I just go over to here then? Ah. No! I'm innocent! Yeah, and I even have some voice acting for the women. I really like that. Yeah. Nudity. So yeah, we're probably gonna be brought over to the family cells then. Yay! And we have another riot on the way. And I didn't do it! Since I still haven't been brought over to my cell, I'll just walk over there myself. I'll probably be caught up. Yeah, there we go. La la. Rockabye baby on the treetop. I'll leave you here and you will drop. Unfortunately I can't drop the baby. But I can still punch. And get taste. And I don't have any reputation points. So I'm actually gonna reload this because I don't want to be a mother. I'm too young. Miss Clark. Let's see. And this time I'm not a mother. Good. Yeah. Female prisoners can also be gangs, and they will be bald with tattoos on their face. I'll just zoom out a little bit. Don't look at me. I'm too embarrassed. Right. This is going to be the solo woman escape. I guess. And I will be causing a bit of damage. But the real damage will get done only once we go to the multi-women escape. And our cell is over yonder. Oh, that's useful. So I think I will just start digging out then. Boo. What? Oh, it's lockup. I was like, wait, what? What are you doing? There's a riot on the way, so you want to go to... Oh! There. I got one whole reputation point to spare. Yay! Which, of course, is immediately going to go into tough. Because I want to be able to withstand a lot of damage. We also have some protective custody. The cop killer. Ow. I think this is going to be a difficult escape. Not impossible, but difficult. Come on. 5, so I can be extremely tough. There we go. Ah, 4. Okay. I was hoping that I could end the fight instead of having to surrender. But at least now I can withstand a bit of damage and I can deal a little bit more damage. Not enough. Right, let's head over to the workshop then. The workshop is right over here. Thank you, and here we go. So wooden pickaxes are the thing that I'm looking for, obviously. Boo. Hammer. Let's see if I can find it really quick. It's a big workshop, but nobody's using it. That's the saw. That's the shift, that's the hammer. That's the drill. Now where is the pickaxe? That's the screwdriver. I've seen everything except the pickaxe. That's the saw. Ah, here it is. There. So by pressing 1 again, I will hide the pickaxe. Otherwise they may see it, so I'll just... Thank you. I was heading back to my cell anyway, sir. Just taking a sip of my coffee. Yeah, and because that the place was such a mess, I also actually added armed guard patrols inside of the cell blocks as well. So I'm actually just gonna dig the start of a tunnel. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. And I can sleep. So I have a bit of a tunnel. 5 o'clock lockup. Miss Barnard, who is a gang member apparently. So right underway. Let's see about becoming a bit quick. Thank you. Oh! There's a letter for me. Sorry. Shower time. Yay! Shower! Four more reputation points. That's perfectly fine. I'm talking to you. Couple more rep points, please. Am I maximum security already or not? Yes, I am. Yay! Max sec. And it's game over. Nah. I don't agree with that. Let's try it one more time. Female frenzy. Miss Xu. How do you do? My name is Xu. And once again, it's just a regular one, not a mother. Hey. Hey. Just a bunch of haze. Hay is for horses. So if I fail this time, I'm gonna call it quits. And in the next episode, we'll just do the multi-woman escape then, and maybe that'll work. I had the severe problem of being understaffed in this prison. At some point. Two. Nah, this doesn't count. This is not the one that I want. So one more time. One more time. Third time is the charm. And back Slater. Back Slater. And luckily, yet another regular one. Okay, let's see if we can escape this place. It was a very fun build, just a bit tricky. I actually got a call from the mayor, from the CEO, saying like, "Hey, too many people died." But luckily, everything is in order. Everything seems to be in order. Luckily, I'm getting brought over to the single cells rather than the dorms. Because what you can do is actually just team up with your dorm mate and escape with that person. And I'm pretty sure that person will try and escape with you as well. Here we are. It's lockup time. Escape punishment. But escape punishment. Dang it! It's difficult though. I think that this one was the one with the highest security thus far. There. I'm just gonna surrender because I won't have a reputation point to spend. It's eat time. Yay! 4, 5, 6. Okay, almost 6. So, 2, 5. Yay! I can be extremely tough now. So let's become extremely tough. Yeah, right squad, definitely. There we go. Just waiting until I had 6 points. You're there. So let's go over here. I'll surrender. I don't want to die yet again. So, both of you are there, nobody is here. Well, you're there, I don't care. That's enough for me. I've got some points to spend into a strong expert fighter. So I can disarm my enemies. And surrender. I'm gonna try and surrender as often as I can, just to become extremely strong. Quick and an instigator. Of course I want to have the maximum reputation points there are. Excellent, another 5. Sleep. And extremely quick. And sleep again because it wasn't midnight yet. We start out with an hour of lockup. Wow, it costs 45 reputation points to recruit this person. I wonder what her reputation is. 3 to recruit that one. No, she's a gang member already. I wonder to which gang she belongs. Still a riot underway. Ah. Okay. I spent a little bit of time. Just getting more rep. Nine. And surrender. 13. Nice. That ought to be able to get me... Yes. I don't need any reputation anymore. And only now it's shower time. But I'm still gonna get a bunch of reputations. Alright. I could not escape from this prison in the 3 or 4 attempts that I gave. I think it's time we start making a gang of our own. So that'll happen in the next episode. I'm terribly sorry that I wasn't able to escape this version. But we'll have some fun in the next one. Anyway, my name is Hecthor Doomhammer. I'm your evil overlord. I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.